go anywhere.
This could go anywhere with two cousins, have zero plan, and they make a podcast. Welcome in, everybody. My name is Evers. My cousin's name is Nick. Nick, start us off today.
So, have you heard that they're getting rid of all the pennies?
I have, and I mean, I saw something the other day that Calvin Klein said they're right now in the process of trying to make nickel loafers because they can no longer make penny loafers.
You know, that's a great marketing. I haven't thought
It
about
really
penny
is.
loafers in a long time, and now all of a sudden they're coming out with them.
Yeah, supposedly with a new scent.
Ooh, copper
Okay.
scent.
Huh?
Is it gonna smell like copper?
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a heavy copper smell. Oh, yeah.
So, I think
Gosh, we're so
I
dumb.
just figured out a band name.
What's that?
I'm gonna call it Pennyback.
Pennyback. Oh, and they can open for Nickelback.
Yes, they're
can-
cousins
Ooh.
to Nickelback.
There you go. What about Copper Tone?
Ooh, okay. Now you're getting somewhere.
Copper Tone. Ooh. You ready?
Ready?
Beat Scentless.
Okay, so next segment.
Was that bad? I thought it was pretty good.
No, okay, we're good.
Like,
we're
but you
good.
spell it CENT space less. But when you say it quickly, it's like beat senseless. But then you have the. I'm
Okay,
explaining it too
okay.
much.
If you have to explain a story, it's just not good.
Well, I'm not used to working with incompetent people. Oh.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. This has gotten weird. If I was somebody else, I would turn us off right now too.
Oh, absolutely. Do you have any?
Yeah.
Have you ever had any strange experiences with a stranger?
I've had lots of them, Nick. I have one that has recently happened like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah. What's that?
Okay. I was getting gas, and I recently I've started wearing joggers more out in public. I try to look like somebody. I don't like looking like a bum out in public, but
Sure.
I don't look like a bum. I'm wearing the joggers, dressing it up well, still look nice, wearing joggers, and I feel pretty good with these joggers. The Lord did not bless me with height, but I have a nice backside.
Okay.
I'll leave it at that. And I was walking into the gas station to get a drink and some cookie dough because obviously you need it. And as I was walking, this car, turned and was heading out. I see it in my peripherals, don't think anything of it. And then all of a sudden, I hear somebody go, "Dang, boy, you be looking good."
Okay.
And I just turned up, and I didn't get a full. I couldn't see them fully, but I could tell that they were like college-aged girls, like they were closer to my age. Yeah, they were driving a BMW, and I smiled a little bit, and then they even did another call back, and they're like, "That's right, you should be smiling. You look good." And I was like, "Oh." So listen, I'm words of affirmation, and I'm single. I do not mind being catcalled.
Yeah.
Catcall me. I mean, ladies only. But listen, I know a lot of girls don't like that, and I get it because men are pigs. But I mean, I'm okay if you objectify me a little bit.
You're willing to accept that?
Nick, that was 2 weeks ago, and I'm still holding on to it.
You're still telling the story. You're still telling America that you got cat.
I texted you the moment it happened.
Oh yeah, you did.
My
I forgot
chest.
about that.
My chest was so big because I was like, "That's right." Look, when you're single, you take what you can get. Sometimes when I'm feeling bad about myself, I'll go to the local gas station so then a southern woman can just say, "Hey, baby, how you doing?" I'm like, "I'm doing better now." I just being honest. Anyways, what about you?
So
Can't top that, can you, boy?
I can't. I haven't been well, I haven't gotten catcalled in about never.
If you see Nick,
So-
catcall him.
Yeah, appreciate it.
Sexy long legs,
Yeah. Yep. I got
granddaddy
that
long
height.
legs. You do. I wish I had your height.
So, have you ever gone? We're gonna come back to. We're gonna loop this around back, okay, to strangers. Okay.
Okay.
Have you? I don't really care to travel anymore. Like, I enjoy it. Like when I'm there, I just don't actually
Yeah.
like the travel part.
You don't like the process of traveling.
Exactly.
You enjoy the destination. Okay,
Exactly.
that's interesting.
So
I sometimes enjoy the travel more.
and the older you get, it's just kind of how it goes.
There's
I
an age
guess.
difference.
There is. It's just
Yeah.
how it goes. But it's probably been about 8 years because William was not born, and I had a
Okay.
family. We had a family get together up in Myrtle Beach with my mom's side of the family, and I haven't seen
All
my
right.
family in forever. So I'm looking forward to going, but I
As you
just didn't
should.
want to go because it was on my birthday too, and
Yeah.
my mom really wanted me to go, and I was like, okay. And
Mm.
I did want to go for her. I did want to go. I just didn't want to travel. So,
That makes
like
sense.
once we got there, I really did have good trip. It was
Yeah.
a great trip. It was the first time I ever went to Dave and Buster's, and if you haven't
Oh,
been, it is so much fun. It's expensive,
it
don't
is.
get me wrong, but it is so much fun.
Arcades are just ridiculous at this
Oh,
point.
100%.
Yeah.
But on my way home, I was flying.
Was Elizabeth? Hold on. Was Elizabeth
Elizabeth
with
was
you?
not me. This was
Okay.
just
Okay.
me.
You're solo in it.
Yes.
Okay. I'm sorry. Go ahead. I just wanted
No,
to make sure
thank
I
you.
had full
Thank you.
clarity.
On my
Yeah.
way home, I was flying from Charlotte to Atlanta, Atlanta to Montgomery.
You didn't drive?
I'm sorry, it wasn't Charlotte. It was Myrtle Beach.
Yeah, but you didn't
No,
drive?
I didn't want to spend, you know, 8 hours, 9 hours in the car one way and then go back.
Okay.
I'm like, no.
I mean, how many days were you there? Was it a weekend?
Yeah, it was like three days maybe.
Oh, okay. That makes more sense. That makes
Yeah.
more sense. All right. Sorry. Go ahead.
So, flying from Myrtle Beach to Atlanta, Atlanta to Montgomery. So
All
my
right.
flight from Myrtle Beach to Atlanta was fine, like no problems. But when I got to uh, Atlanta to Montgomery, which Montgomery's always finicky about if you can fly in and out of there, like if you can actually catch a
Yeah.
flight. So that day they were asking people to get off the plane because there was something big going on in Montgomery, and a lot of people from all around the nation were going there. Um, it was something for
Wow.
EJI, um, and they had just opened up a new memorial and everything, so they're having like big concerts and everything.
Yeah.
So I was sitting at the gate, and they called, and they were like, "We need people to come up, and we'll give you flight credit." So I go up, and I was like, "Listen, I'll do it for $1,000." And they were like, "Yeah, no," because in my mind,
Yeah.
I was gonna take $1,000, just rent a car, and just drive over.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I was like, "Okay, well, you know what? You call me if you want to give me $1,000." So I got on the plane, and I'm sitting there, and all of a sudden, like, everybody's buckled in, and they were like, "That's the guy. Take him off." Yeah, so they like called my name because they're like, "We'll give you that $1,000," and I was like, "All right,
No way.
yeah, all right. I'm liking this. I'm glad I made effort to get up there and get something."
Yeah.
So I walk out, and there's three other ladies that also got off the plane, but they got off for $1,500, and I was like, "Man, you're telling me I could have told them $1,500?"
Yeah.
Well, you know what happens? They have to match whatever anybody else says. So I ended up getting $1,500 in gift card. Well, it wasn't gifts. It was like Visa money, so I could use it for
Yeah.
whatever it did. We ended up using it for like baby furniture for our firstborn. It worked out
Yeah.
perfectly. So they weren't all from here. They were like from New York, Ohio, California. They didn't know anything about Montgomery, and I was telling them, like, if you guys just want to split a rental car, I'll drive you to Montgomery. Strangers.
Hmm.
I'm not a huge fan of strangers, but you know what? We were jumping in the car
This is
together.
this is huge for you, by the way. Like I've never heard this
You've never
story, and
heard
I'm kind
this?
of shocked.
S-
No, you've never told me this.
So, and they were like, "No, no, no, this is awesome. We'll pay for the rental car if you drive us." And I was like, "Okay, I'll drop you off to all the
That's
spots."
a and that's also a fair deal too.
Absolutely.
You're driving. Yeah.
So, three strangers was rather interesting. One of them was a producer at Saturday Night Live.
What?
At least she had a card that said that. So I don't know if she actually was, because I mean, she could have told
Okay.
me, she was the first lady. I would have believed her.
Right. You would believe the
No,
first lady?
I wouldn't do that.
Okay.
But we're driving back.
First lady of Applebee's.
Yeah, she could have been. But no, I believe that she did work for Saturday Night Live. The other one was a college student, I think, in Boston. She,
Wicked.
yeah, wicked. And then the other one was, I would say she was like as old as my grandmother, but her thing was making like little figurines out of like paper clips. So the whole time in the back of the car, she was like making like little figurines and stuff,
That's serial killer
and she
activity,
made a
by the
little
way.
guitar for me, like in
That's
it.
serial killer activity, by the
So
way.
when when she when we got done, she's like, "Oh, I made this in the back of your car," and I'm like, "Oh, great, appreciate it."
Trash.
Yes. So it was just like,
Right in front of her face.
if I wouldn't have gone to the family trip that I didn't really want to go on, none of this would have
Yeah.
happened. Like,
The baby furniture, like the $1,500.
exactly.
You have a story, different experiences. Yeah.
Exactly. And it just never hurts to go ask for extra flight credit. Like,
No.
if I wouldn't have gone up there and just asked, like, I would have
Yeah.
never, they would never would have jumped on the plane and you're like, that's the guy. And I was like,
Did you like
I'm
think you were
here.
about to like
Yes.
get ripped
And
off?
everybody
Yeah.
else
Like
is
I
like,
mean,
what? Why is this guy? Why is he so famous? But no,
oh,
I jumped off the
they're
plane and was like, yo, give
probably
me
more
that
like
fifteen
he
hundred
may.
dollars.
Yeah. No, people were not thinking famous. They're probably more like, does he have like a weapon? Like,
Exactly.
um. So I have another interesting moment that you and I both had
Okay.
with a stranger. It actually also involves airplanes and airports. So Nick and
Oh my
I
gosh.
took a Bros trip to San Francisco.
I don't
I
think I've
was,
ever heard the story said out loud.
I don't know if you, I remember us telling it to like once, I remember us saying it or like telling the story like once or twice at a family function. That's it. It's not been a story that's been recycled. But here we go.
Okay.
There's another story from that trip though, and we'll share that eventually. I was 16. That would put you at 27.
Mm-hmm.
And Nick and I, Nick was being an awesome older cousin as he always is, and we were going to go to San Francisco. 5.5 hour flight. We get there, and we're trying to get to our rental car to go to In and Out to then make the Giants game. That was what was happening. So we were trying to move quickly, and Nick sees a suitcase. We grab the suitcase. We get the rental car. It's a Mustang. We're fired up, and Nick's like, "Hey, I just want to change out of my shoes, get something more comfortable. We're about to do a lot of walking." I was like, "Sounds good." And I'm just standing there. He opens up the suitcase, and there's two pairs of Yeezys. Nick does not wear Yeezys, but there's two pairs of Yeezys. They're rather small, and then there's a bra and a dress. And I was like, never been on. I've never been like I was 16. I was like, I've never been on. Like in my head, I'm like, I've never been on a trip with Nick. Like, I don't. I think I want to go home. Like I'm having like we've spent the night at each other's houses. We're yeah. Well, I'm like here's the deal. Those of you who listen, we're not just cousins. Like we talk every day, and we've been doing that for years. Like we're friends, I would say. Um, at least I'm definitely Nick's friend. Like we have a really good relationship. But I'm like, hey, we can all hide things, I guess. And I'm like, what the heck? And he opens it, and he just pauses and just stares, like staring at it. And in my head, I'm like, he's thinking, crap, how do I explain myself out of this? I'm a cross dresser and I've never told Evers. And I just want to go on the wharf in my dress. And he looks at me and he goes, I think I got the wrong suitcase. Relief. And then I'm like, you think? So we have to jet back into, no pun intended, jet back into the airport.
Well, hold on. We didn't know. Well, as all this was happening, I was getting calls from a random number. Do you remember
Oh
that?
yeah, he was, and he kept declining them. You kept declining
Yeah,
them.
it's
You're like,
like,
what is this? And you kept declining
and
them. I
something
remember
told
this. I
me
yeah.
like, you should just go ahead and answer this phone. Like something is like this whole situation is not normal. Let's answer the phone call. I don't.
Okay, I had blacked that out. Yeah, tell that
So
part.
and they called me and they were on the phone. They're like, "Yeah, you grabbed the wrong bag," and they were like saying that I was an idiot.
And
Maybe
you
sure,
were kind of. You should have checked it. Okay,
but
hold on.
it did
This
look
is
the
the best.
same.
Oh, it was the exact same suitcase. But hold on. Here's the best part. We jet back into the airport. Y'all, I can hear the situation. There is this irate woman.
Oh, she was
I
pissed.
mean, oh my gosh, she was livid. And I knew that was Nick's suitcase before we even saw her. I was like, that's Nick's suitcase. We come up and think about this if you will. You got this 6'3", 6'4" guy totem pole looking fella, and then you got the leprechaun guy right next to him, no beard, I'm baby faced, and we come walking up with her suitcase. She's like, "Oh, so you just want my suitcase? I'm running behind. I got places to be, places to go." And Nick's like, "I'm so sorry." She's like, "Sorry. Why didn't you read the tag? Is this your name?" And she like starts saying her name. I don't even remember. She's like, "Is that you? Are you you? Are you? Is that?" And like going off, and Nick like just red in the face. I'm like, I'm like, what the heck? We're not in Alabama
I was
anymore.
like,
And all of a sudden, she's like, she opens up, make sure we didn't take anything. I would have done the same. Nick opens up his suitcase, make sure everything's still there. Like, you know, she's like, "What? Do you want to try on this dress? You want to try on this bra? Do you think this is yours?" And like, and Nick's like, "I'm sorry." And we just keep, as we're walking away, she's still yelling at us.
lady,
And
you got somewhere to go. Why don't you just shut up and just go?
well, and like, I mean, it's
She could
happened.
have
You
been
have a right to
embarrassed
be.
what was in there.
Well, I mean, there really wasn't anything crazy
We
though. Like
didn't
to
move
be
stuff
honest.
around.
Oh my gosh, I've never thought of that.
What if there was some drugs in there or something?
Yeah, or other
Other
things that
things?
wouldn't get flagged by TSA. We'll just leave it at that. But yeah, drugs. But like, it was funny because I'm like, you have a right to be mad. You do. But the guy's coming in here. He's apologized. You can clearly tell he's embarrassed. He wants his bag. And you kept making it worse. But that is something that stuck with me. And we didn't miss much of the game. We got there by like the second inning and grabbed in and out.
Yeah,
But
but that game was like a last minute decision too. Like,
well, the Giants sucked that year too. So we got tickets for like 7 or 8 bucks.
yeah,
Like
it
it
was
was.
pretty cheap. But like you said,
I think
In
we
and
lit.
Out was right next to it, so we did have to get In and Out before.
Oh, absolutely. I think we ate In and Out 3 or 4 times that whole trip. I wish we'd have done the Alcatraz at night. That's one thing. But
Yeah,
that was a that was an interesting moment with strangers. And I mean, I mean, for like a minute and a half, I thought my cousin was a cross dresser. I was like, what
I
the
never
heck?
thought that that's what you thought was going through your mind. Like as
I
you
got
saw,
silent real quick because it was because you had no reaction. You just froze. So in my head, he was like, "How am I gonna get out of this?" And he's like, "I'm like, he wanted to change in some shoes. I was thinking more comfy. Maybe he wanted to throw on the heels." Like, I didn't know. That was just a funny moment,
that
I guess
was
you could say, with strangers.
that was something
It was a long,
else.
it was a long time ago too.
Speaking about clothes, okay, I
Okay,
was thinking about this the other day. Elizabeth and
okay,
we went shopping while we were in Auburn the other day at some
yeah.
bigger store in the mall. I think it starts with like,
Beat turners.
yes, B Turners. And we're in
Yeah,
there. And it's a big store. Like it's got some
yeah.
cool stuff in there.
I miss Steinmark because it had nicer clothes, but yeah,
But and it wasn't game day weekend, but there was still a good bit of people there. And she's all grabbing clothes because she wants to try them on, right?
hmm
And I'm looking over at the dressing room line, and there's like 10 people in line with all these clothes. And she didn't really want to wait in line. I definitely
hmm
didn't want to wait in line, but I was gonna wait in line. I mean,
yeah,
if you think
because
about
you're a
it,
good husband.
like the ladies' dressing room lines are probably like a spill the tea moment over there. Like I'm sure you
A
get
what?
like some gossip, like a gossip line. Like I bet you
Oh,
they're spilling
yeah.
tea left and right over there.
Oh, somebody get some napkins
I mean, but
because the amount of tea that's being spilled. Yeah.
exactly. But I think stores should have like a DMV system.
Oh, that's good. You get a number and you can keep shopping. Oh, Nick, you might be
Exactly.
onto something.
Yeah.
Dude, you're a
You
genius.
go in, you get the number, you're you're shopping, your number gets called, you have 5 things, you go turn them on or try them on, you get
Yeah.
out of there, they call the next number. And
Yeah.
the lines continue to move, so
Yeah.
which means people try more stuff on and people will spend more, I think, doing it this way.
Possibly. The thing is though, that's another employee and that's their job. That's the only trade-off. So I think that might be the only reason why it wouldn't happen. But I think the idea is there though, unless you can automate it and you have like TVs throughout. But that I like the idea though.
Yeah, I mean, automate it
I
or somehow
I
put like
think
a checkout line right at
oh
the
no, that's
fitting
how
room.
things get stolen. Oh, you just mean somebody. Oh, you don't mean a self checkout. Duh,
No,
Evers.
no,
You're
no, no,
yeah.
no. You get out.
Yeah.
You got If you want to shop more, you go out one way. If you want to check out, boom, right there, fitting line, boom.
That's a pretty good idea. That's a
Like
pretty good idea.
more browsing, less
No,
waiting. Like it's just
yeah,
a smoother, like customer, customer, customer friendly shopping experience. You know, like I think it's a
I I
fantastic idea.
I think we need to get the guy from Savannah Bananas. I don't think we need to, him just in sports. I think we need to put him all over America.
I agree.
Go into stores, restaurants, the DMV specifically, the courthouse, um, gas stations.
Weed.
I, we need to. That's what I was trying to say, but I did cut my words there. Sorry. They probably want to have a better client base and system too. Who knows? All right, I do have one last story. It's quick,
Okay.
and then we can wrap up this segment on strangers.
Okay.
Okay. So, I've lived in the Opelika Auburn area, close by. I love sports, and I had never gone to a gymnastics meet until last week,
I've always
and
wanted to go. I think it'll be fun.
they're a blast. I would definitely go back. But we've been really good the last few years, and just never really worked out for me. It didn't, and I just never really wanted to spend the money. I was like, I'd rather go see a baseball game.
Sure.
Anyways, I decided to go with my parents. I was like, you know what? It'll be fun. At Auburn, football games, basketball games, when they're announcing the opposing starting lineup, we just have a simple sucks
Yeah.
after every single name.
Okay.
It's what we do. It's fun, you know. It's a blast. It's one of my favorite things we do. I am in line to get a drink right before the gymnastics meet.
You
We're
didn't.
playing Georgia, and right where I was at, there was maybe 85 people there. I had around 170 eyeballs around me, and I'm in line. And again, at basketball games, if even if you're on the concourse, you can sucks. So they're announcing the lineup, and they're like, for the Lady Georgia Dogs, whatever it was. Samantha Wheeler, like that was the first name. Let's just say whatever, without skipping a beat. We're an Auburn War Eagle, baby. This is what we do. You come to our house. I give a nice friendly sucks,
Read the
just like that.
room,
Not
Evers.
not crazy. Um, it it happened so fast because 160, 170 eyeballs just right there all on me. Just bam. And I felt about this big in that moment.
That's about
And at
average.
that moment, I had ordered, and the guy, I mean, it sucks. They go to the next name, and the guy at the concession stand hands me my Coke and goes, I don't think we do that for gymnastic meets, man. I don't think we do either, Kevin. And they were Auburn fans too.
Well,
It
at
wasn't
least they
Georgia
let you
fans.
know.
It was Auburn fans. Ooh, I just hit my table. I couldn't get back to my seat quick enough, and I just sit down and I look at my parents and I go, "So we don't yell suck when we list out the opposing team." My mom has had season tickets for gymnastics meets. She looked into my soul. She looked at me. She went, "No, you did it," and I was like, "Yeah, I did. It's Auburn, War Eagle."
War Eagle, baby.
And she goes, "No, we support everyone here." And I'm like, "That's bull crap, man." So that day I learned my daughter can never do gymnastics because it's going to be really hard for me to cheer when an 8-year-old slips and falls on the beam. And I did do that.
Yes.
No, well, here's the thing. I was trying to be respectful, but every time they like stuck the landing, all behind me, we had a bunch of Georgia fans. They're like, UGA. We ended up coming back and winning, by the way. That's why I want to go back. She fell off the beam, and I was like, "You can take that, Gabby Douglas wannabe. Yeah, let's freaking go." Listen, I'm not a sick human. I love sports. I don't pray for injuries, but I do pray for cramps.
Okay.
Sue me.
Yeah.
I mean, drink some mustard. But yeah, so that was an awkward fan interaction that, I mean, we do not yell sucks.
No,
We don't do it. Not for gymnastics.
not for gymnastics, lady and gentlemen. We do not yell sucks.
I mean, I know that one of those people went home and they're like, classless Auburn fans, like, we should be better than that. It probably was all over on fan groups. This little leprechaun.
100%,
Go
bro.
back to your Lucky Charms.
You're ridiculous.
Yeah, I'm easy to spot. Look for me at the end of the rainbow. Anyways. All right, Nick, would you rather, you need to get in touch with somebody, would you rather call or text them?
I personally prefer to text somebody. Um,
Mm,
but it's just like, it's also, you kind of like got to read the room too to know who you're talking to.
mm, okay.
But the thing is, like with text message, like if it's an important conversation, you do have like proof of what somebody said. It's kind of like
Yeah.
email proof. So,
Mm-hmm.
but the thing is, with texting, you can't really get the tone that somebody's saying through the phone. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So,
Oh, it's a give and take because it's like with texting, the better you know someone, you can get away with more because I know them. I don't think they would use a tone.
right,
On the other hand, you and I both own businesses, and I have gotten to the point with my business, I would rather text because of the same reasons. Like, I would rather you tell me these are the services I want done for an estimate.
right,
One, because oftentimes people forget what they want done. And they're like, oh, well, I said that. And it's like, well, you can go back and text and be like, I can do that, but here's actually what you said. Because
right.
in my line of work, I have to sometimes prove my worth and show like I'm doing what you asked. But in those situations in a business, it's hard with tone. No, that's I'm situational as well.
Right.
I will say this. I think for my generation, which we're not in the same generation, I don't think. No, we're not.
No.
You're a millennial, I'm Gen Z, I think.
Right.
I think I am the oddball in my generation because, well, maybe not, but if I call you and I'm on a long drive, you're important.
Right.
You're taking up my music time and I'm willingly giving it to you. But like that's my music, that's my comedian time. I'm doing concerts, I'm performing. So, but I'm more of a text first kind of guy.
Yeah.
But if again, if it's something important, if it's something urgent, I'm gonna
You
call
call.
then. But the more comfortable I am with you, the more apt I am to call you
Yeah, absolutely. It's
because I know I
definitely,
can carry on a conversation.
like you said, it definitely is generationally. Like, especially like talking to like older people. Like, they want to be able to talk on the phone.
Hmm.
But there's a
Oh,
lot of,
the amount of phone calls that I'm like, this could have been a three message text and
exactly.
we're done.
Usually, if my mom's bad at this. If I text her something, she calls me.
She'll call
I'm
you.
like, that could have been a text. I love you, mom, but it could have been a
Oh, I'll
text.
come up with an excuse.
My mom's been listening to these podcasts too, so
Has she
yeah,
really?
she has. I
Oh, I'll
told her
come
we
up.
needed watch hours.
I I'll come up with an excuse. Like if I text you and you're just calling me, if you're driving, you've read the text.
Right.
I know you didn't sit there and say, Siri, read me that text. No, you didn't. Nobody wants to hear her voice. Text me back. And I like depending on the person, I hate to be like this, I really do. But depending on the person, I'm like, I'm in a meeting. Now that meeting is just probably me having some me time.
Meeting. Hey, you can
I'm,
meet with yourself, I guess.
I'm in a meeting. Yeah. But on the other hand, like my brother-in-law and I, we talk every day. We text every day. But we also have gotten to a point where we call each other every single day.
Yeah.
The catch 22 with it though is there are times where I've ignored his call where I'm like really in the middle of something. I'm at work, and then he's called me back and he's like, "No, I like this is like legit." I'm like, "Oh snap!" But anyways,
Sure.
I'm okay with that. But yeah, I think the better relationship you have with them, for me, I'm more apt to talk to you on the phone because I don't want to have to carry the
Right.
conversation, man. That oh oh this happened to me the other day. I had somebody call me, and it was a customer. I answered it. Nick, I answered the phone. I'm like, Caps Long here. This is Evers. And they said, I kid you not, hey.
Hey.
That was it. No, yeah, that was, I
Hey,
said,
buddy. How's it
hey,
going?
how are you doing? And they're like, good. And I'm like, why am I now leading this conversation? You're
You
the one that
called
called
me.
me. I was, what? And then I was just like, how can I help you? Oh, yeah. What? You can't, oh, yeah, in a 15-second call. You picked my name out. This was a premeditated call.
I, it's amazing. Probably younger, right?
Do
Was
I?
this person younger?
No.
Oh,
They're not old, but they're not younger than me. Like, they're in their 40s or
I
50s. They're our
feel
parents'
like
age.
there's a
Well,
lot of
more
like
mine than
people
yours.
younger. I mean, I'm talking when I say younger, like, you know,
You're talking teenager.
teenagers, 15 years old that are like afraid to talk onto phones now.
Oh my, bro.
Like,
Yes, and it's getting ridiculous. They're in person too.
yeah, like it's just you got to be able to call somebody and like order a pizza. Look, when I
Yeah.
was 13, I was calling Papa John's up because there was no app back then, and
Yeah.
I was ordering pizzas over the phone and sending them to my friend's house at 11
Yep.
o'clock at night. Like I knew
You're a
how to
good
talk
friend.
to somebody until
Oh, absolutely.
until that friend found my address and sent my parents
Pizzas your
10
way.
pizzas at 12 o'clock at night, and
No
and
way.
that's like,
That's like $130,
yeah, but
140.
that business doesn't make that money back then. Like, they don't get
Yeah.
prepaid. They're just trusting you over the phone that, hey, you're gonna make this money. So they just show up, and my dad's like, yeah, bro, I didn't order 10 pizzas. So,
Now it's serious. Can I give some advice real quick, briefly?
I'll
So
see if
I'm
I accept it or not. But go ahead.
okay, yeah. So I'm a youth pastor, and I often will deal with relational advice because there's the next best thing, and and God told me I'm gonna marry them. No, He didn't. It's hormones. Um, but here's what I tell my students: you need to start talking to the opposite sex
Right.
regularly. I don't mean flirting. I don't mean leading someone on. I'm not saying you need to go on a date, but you need to be comfortable with talking to the opposite sex so that then when you see someone you are attracted to, it's not like, oh my gosh, it's my first time talking to a girl. I have a student and
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 not
and
this
she
does not mean talking like over text or like Facebook message,
no,
like
I mean,
DMs.
yeah, you gotta get their number, you gotta get their Instagram to DM them, so you gotta talk to them,
Right.
right? And hey, listen, guys or girls, listen to me. If someone is too scared to come up and ask for your Instagram or phone number in person, and they get it from a friend that knows you or gets your Instagram and then DMs you, they're not worth the time. I'm sorry, they're not worth it. They need to be mature enough to come and talk to
Sure.
you, or maybe you guys just are not ready for a relationship, a mature relationship. Have fun, whatever. But I tell them, look, you're going to be nervous when you go and talk to that person. You're interested. You're attracted to them. You're not going to have butterflies. You're going to have eagles in your stomach. Now let's add on to the fact you don't even talk to the opposite sex. And I tell them half of you are looking for tens, but you're sevens. And
Sevens.
I'm not talking about looks. We're not. That's out of the question. I'm right now talking about personality and stuff. And I'm like, the tens you're looking at, they're also looking for tens,
Right.
and they're not. Get used to talking to the opposite sex now. 13-year-old, 12-year-old, 14, I don't care what age you are. Get used to talking to them. And then, heck, get a friend that's the opposite sex. I always, until my 20s, I always had a friend that was a girl that I was close to.
Sure.
Now at 20, I know how to talk to women. There's no need for me to have a female friend that, is just a friend. There's no need for
Right.
that. But I was comfortable enough talking to women or girls at that time, obviously as a teenager. Now, no issue. But yeah, man, they don't talk to
I know.
anyone.
Like, they're afraid to order like over the phone, and it's just like, I know
Have you
s-
ever gone to?
I know somebody
Go ahead.
that was supposed to make a call to the bowling alley to
Hmm.
reserve lanes, and like, she cried because she had to do
No
that. Yeah.
way. Have you been to a fast food restaurant recently, and there's a kid in front of you, and when I say kid, I mean like 12 to 14, 15,
Mm-hmm.
and them struggle to order. Have you?
No.
Okay, I've had that. I've had to walk through with some students. I'm like, this is how you order. This is how you do it. And I've had 15 and 16-year-olds look at me. It's like my parents have always ordered. And I'm like, you're
Exactly.
what? I had at 9 years old at a sit down restaurant.
Yep.
I was my parents. You're gonna order. It's just you got to get used to it, man.
Right.
Oh, question: was my advice acceptable?
Yeah. Yeah. I would accept it.
Was that good?
Yeah.
Okay,
I
I
think
try.
one of the biggest
It's just
things in life right now, um, especially with all this AI stuff,
yeah.
is building relationships. Like, relationships are going to be more important than ever,
Hmm.
like the next 10, 20 years. Like,
Yeah.
sure, I'm all about using AI. Don't get me
Oh,
wrong.
I
I
use it
use
every
it every
day.
day.
Don't get choked up about it. I know it's good. I know you love it.
But yeah, like, I think people are going to have to be more relational if they want to create new businesses, if they want to just have closer friends. Like, it's it's sad right now.
Well, and also an issue I'm seeing, especially amongst the young people, the teenagers, is because everything is done electronically.
Mm-hmm.
One, friendships are ending over a text message because of tone.
Right.
Also, because you are accessible to everyone, every everyone pretty much at any time you want, when a situation comes up with a friend, they don't push through.
Right.
And what happens is they get in a habit of recycling people. And this person says something I didn't like, well, I can find somebody else because it's that accessible. And this isn't, don't jump in the comments toxic. We're not talking about that
Right.
right now. Sometimes there's good people and there's good friendships that you just got to push through some things. Um, and if I had ran, or if my other friends had ran from every situation we had, or rough moment, I wouldn't have friends the way I do. And I see that because of the lack of human interaction. They don't know how to handle adversity. As when I say relationship, I mean even guy, girl
Right.
friendships. Like, just that they don't know how to do that. And that also, call me crazy, I think that might be some of the reasons why the divorce rate is so high, is because people, they want everything their way and they do not know how to communicate their feelings.
Sure.
And AI is about to make that worse.
Right.
AI is about to where you can have an AI girlfriend or boyfriend, and I feel like I sound like a boomer here and I'm 24, but you can literally, I want XYZ, and that's not healthy
No, it's
either.
not healthy. And the thing is, like, if you're going through like conflicts with a friend and stuff, if they're willing to like work things out with you, that's only going to
Yeah,
make your relationship stronger. And that's not just
absolutely.
with friends. I mean, that's with family as well, you know? Like it's
Yeah,
I mean it's exactly like family. Like
it is.
y- you've got to push through some hard moments. And if I think like if you're doing something stupid, I'm going to tell you like that. Like you're not going to recycle me or
Right.
somebody
You've told
else.
me, you have told me that though. I mean, there have been times where, Nick, you have called me and you've been like, "You're an idiot," and you've kind of roughed me up a little bit, but I needed that.
Right.
And because you and I have been through different things, and one, I've seen your life up close, and I know, yes, you're my cousin, but I know you love me. Like, I trusted you. I also think, not only in the lack of relational side, um, just because your family does something that you don't like, or they maybe hurt your feelings, that doesn't mean they're toxic. And I think there's a lot of families that have been torn apart from one person allowing some influencer, somebody on TikTok, and this is probably going to get, we're going to clip this and we're going to
Oh
post this
yeah.
to our TikTok. So I'm going to be that person, but we're going to be the ones that are odd right now because we're going against the grain. Not everything is toxic. I'm sorry. There are some cases, yes, but not every one of your family members need to be cut out, and you need to work through some things. And you're not perfect either, princess. Um, and I think we're right now just in a day and time where this whole, oh, well, they're toxic, they're this, they're that, it's really feeding selfishness.
Yep.
And if I can't get it my way, then I'm going to leave and you're toxic. No, that's not how life works. My pastor said this 2 weeks ago. I had off that. I chose to take off that Sunday, and just I was at home sleeping pretty much. But it was a phenomenal service from what I've heard. And something my pastor said was that 20 years ago, Burger King was have it your way. Now it's Burger King you rule. And he said this. He said, as simple as it sounds, and oh my gosh, it's a fast food joint. There's nothing crazy about it. It's programming people.
Yep.
And think about where we've been in the last 20 years of you can have it your way, you can have it. Now we're saying you rule. What is the next 20 years going to look
Right.
like? And that's, I just, something, things, and this is anything in life, not just relationships, things that are worth something cost something.
Mm.
So you want a relationship that's meaningful, you want a relationship that's going to last, there's going to be some times where you've got to fight for it.
Right.
When I went through my journey almost 2 years ago, or a year and a half ago, my friends that I have built relationships with were there for me. Phone call after phone call, in person. I mean, I had two or three guy friends that hugged me and cried with me
Mm-hmm.
through that journey. I had friends that live in Mobile that constantly were checking up on me. Those things were built through sharing difficult things, trusting one another, and building a relationship.
Right. And
Anyways, we
that's
went in a
and
whole
those.
different
Oh
direction.
yeah. This is what
And I
this
like it though.
podcast is about. We can have fun. We can talk about serious things, and we can just talk about life. Like
Yeah.
it's what we're here for. And like those people are your family. Even though
Yeah.
they're your friends, they're your family. And
Yeah.
you have to pick out in life, even though you might be in somebody's family tree, it does not mean your family. That means you're relatives, and you have to decide in life if these people are your family or if
Hmm.
you're just related, because they're
Yeah,
two separate things.
that's good. And the ones that, and you can't just keep trimming the tree because they tick you off.
Right. Even though you
Like,
want to, like, sure,
yeah, and
I've
guess
tried to
what?
cut Evers off a couple times, but it's just
Well,
it's
yeah.
pruning him.
No, well, that's what I was about to say though, is that the people that you want to cut out, I'm sure there's times where they would rather cut you out too.
Right, exactly.
I mean,
But
it goes both ways.
I like this talk.
Listen, if you have any life advice, I love giving advice, and I have to give advice often and be serious. And I know we just gave real advice, but if you ever want to send us some relational advice, relationship advice, or just
Evers
life
needs it.
advice, family advice, I really need the relationship advice. I need to play books, what I need. But relational, life, or family advice, send it to us, and now that will be satire, and we will make that clear. But Nick and I can have some fun with
Right.
that. Anyway, Nick, let's shifting gears a little bit.
Okay.
Um, if you could live anywhere, where would you live?
Arizona.
You pick the desert?
Absolutely. It's absolutely
Why?
beautiful. Go the sunsets. Like
Okay, I
you've
can see
got
that.
the Grand Canyon, you got Monument Valley, you've got
Ooh, a big hole.
if you ever want to feel small or really feel like the power of God and just
Hmm.
be amazed by something, is just go to the Grand Canyon. Like
I've never seen it.
it, it's just amazing. Like I
Okay.
can't explain the feeling that I felt the first time I saw that. It is
Okay.
beautiful, and it was awesome. But like going to,
I would love to hike through it. You can do hiking excursions through
yeah,
it, and I
that'd be
would love to
fun.
do that one day. Yeah, that
But
would
then
be
you got
fun.
Sedona, and then you've got Antelope Canyon. One place I really want to go to is the Wave, but that's kind of like a lottery that you have to go into. But
Mm,
like it snows up there. Like
really?
yeah, it will go up to 8,000 uh, feet elevation up there.
Oh, an
Yeah.
elevation, yeah.
So it's not like it's just dry heat. Now Phoenix is hot. Don't get me wrong,
Oh, yeah.
but even I like Phoenix too. So
That sounds interesting. I've never been to Arizona. I think if I had to pick a place, there's two places. Number one would be Florida because I love the
hmm
beach. But I went to Philly a month and a half ago, almost 2 months ago now
yeah,
at this time for the first time ever. I'm not gonna lie, man, I kind of loved it.
yeah.
And I mean, I live in the country right now. I mean, I don't know if city living would be for me, but it was kind of nice. I enjoyed it.
Okay,
I enjoyed Philadelphia.
but
The hard part would be that like I've already picked a team, so it's not like I would go there and become
right,
Philadelphia everything. Maybe the 76ers, but like other than that, I don't have a pro basketball team. But other than that, like that would be the kind of stinky thing.
right.
But it was fun. I enjoyed it. It was different. It was really different. Um, yeah.
So I think to end it, I think our viewers or listeners deserve like an update of how
Mm,
we've been doing the last. I mean,
yeah.
we've been doing this over a month now, like coming out with episodes every day, posting shorts, and I mean, we've posted over like 100 videos on each platform.
And we've even been banned on
We've been
TikTok once.
banned on TikTok. We've got a whole new
So
TikTok account,
stupid.
but it's been really interesting, almost frustrating in times because we're not seeing the subs come in or the follows come in. But when we do see that, like that follow or the sub, it's like your little dopamine hit. But
Oh, there's some wind in the
we
sails.
we don't have Taylor Swift coming on our podcast, so we're not gonna pop off right away. Nobody knows us. We're just nobodies, but we're here to have
Mm,
fun, and
that's right.
like we are learning new lighting setups, but our most important thing, we just want to be real and
Yeah.
authentic with everything that we do when it comes to this podcast. So,
Yeah. I feel like if you our podcast in a snapshot would be like hanging out with us
right,
as if we didn't know you were hanging out with us. So like I feel like in a lot of ways we're kind of showing our candid conversations and our stupid thoughts that we've always just texted each other or called each
right,
other, and now we're putting it on a podcast. So like like Nick said, we're authentic. Probably 80% of this podcast is going to be fun and goofy ideas, and that's just like our phone calls. But then that other 20% is like real life, whether it be our walk with the Lord or just life things. And I feel like we've kind of been doing that with our
I think
podcast.
so.
Like 80% of it's going to be fun, goofy, maybe some sports, maybe this, maybe that. Kind of can go all over the place. That's just us. And then that other 20%, it's just who we are. And it's not, we're not going to always have something deep every episode because not every phone call of ours is going to be deep.
Absolutely.
And that's, and we let it, and I think, Nick, it shows how authentic we are that we don't force it,
Right.
that it comes naturally.
So we're trying new things out. We're trying to get a different look. We're trying to make audio sound right, but this is where we are, and we're enjoying it.
This is me.
So, you know, like, give us a review on podcasts, subscribe.
Only if it's 5 stars, though.
Only if it's 5 stars.
Yeah, we're already down. You don't need to
Yeah,
kick
don't
us.
kick us when we're down. But don't forget to like, subscribe, and do all those things to help us out.
Yep.
So, we will see you next Monday.
Let's go.
Bye.
Bye, Felicia.